Hello, 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 everyone. Come on in. So tonight we're gonna do something just a little bit different, and I think God is going to move. But first, I want to tell you, go check out my website, monicafaithstrong.com, and see my course on business building. It's called Kingdom Coaching, and go and check out my redirect site, redirect builder. Like it's a website builder. So hi Vanessa, good to see you. And so what the Lord pressed on my heart today was Psalms 18, and I had been talking with some of you that had messaged me about standing with you for the promises that you're believing for, the breakthroughs that you're believing for. And God showed me Psalms 18, and he told me to just read it to you. So I'm just going to read it to you, and I think if you can tune in and just listen to the words, because it's like a praise for the deliverance that God brought, and it really paints a picture of how he feels about the enemy that comes against his children. It's very descriptive and very powerful. And so I'm going to read it to you, and hopefully my mouth doesn't get dry because it's a long chapter. So it starts out like this. I love you, O Lord, my strength. The Lord is my rock and my fortress and my deliverer. My God, my rock, in whom I take refuge. My shield and the horn of my salvation. My stronghold. I call upon you, Lord, who is worthy to be praised, and I am saved from my enemies. The cords of death encompassed me, and the torrents of ungodliness terrified me. The cords of Sheol surrounded me. The snares of death confronted me. In my distress, I called upon the Lord and cried to my God for help. He heard my voice out of his temple, and my cry for help before him came into his ears. And the earth shook and quaked, and the foundations of the mountains were trembling and were shaken, because he was angry. Smoke went up out of his nostrils, and fire from his mouth devoured. Coals were kindled by it. He bowed the heavens also and came down. The thick darkness under his feet, and he rode upon a cherub and flew. And he sped upon the wings of the wind. He made darkness his hiding place, his canopy around him. Darkness of waters, thick clouds of skies. From the brightness before him passed, his thick clouds, hailstones, and coals of fire. The Lord also thundered in the heavens, and the Most High uttered his voice, hailstones and coals of fire. And he sent out his arrows and scattered them, and lightning flashes in abundance and routed them. Then the channels of water appeared, and the foundations of the world lay bare. At thy rebuke, O Lord, at the blast of thy breath of thy nostrils. He sent from on high, he took me. He drew me out of many waters. He delivered me from my strong enemy, and from those who hated me, for they were too mighty for me. They confronted me in the day of my calamity, but the Lord was my stay. He brought me forth also into a broad place. He rescued me, because he delighted in me. The Lord has rewarded me according to my righteousness. I just think there's so much in here. Oh my goodness, it's just so much. According to the cleanness of my hands, he has recompensed me. Oh, I love that. For I have kept the ways of the Lord, and have not wickedly departed from my God. For all his ordinances were before me, and I did not put away his statutes from me. I was also blameless with him, and I kept myself from iniquity. Therefore the Lord has recompensed me according to my righteousness and according to the cleanness of my hands in his eyes. With the kind you do show thyself kind. With the blameless you show thyself blameless. With the pure you show yourself pure, and with the crooked you show yourself astute. For thou dost save an afflicted people, but haughty eyes you do abase. For you do light my lamp. The Lord my God illumines my darkness. For by thee I can run upon a troop, and by my God I can leap over a wall. As for God, his way is blameless. The word of the Lord is tried. He is a shield to all who take refuge in him. For who is God but the Lord, and who is a rock except our God? The God who girds me with strength and makes my way blameless. He makes my feet like hinds' feet and sets me upon high places. He trains my hands to battle, so that my arms can bend a bow of bronze. You have also given me the shield of my salvation, and your right hand upholds me, and your gentleness makes me great. You do enlarge my steps under me, and my feet have not slipped. I pursued my enemies and overtook them, and I did not turn back until they were consumed. I shattered them so that they were not able to rise. They fell under my feet. For you have girded me with strength for battle. You have subdued under me those who rose up against me. You have also made my enemies to turn their backs to me, and I destroyed those who hated me. They cried for help, but there was none to save, even to the Lord, but he did not answer them. Then I beat them fine as the dust before the wind. I emptied them out as the mire of the streets. Thou hast delivered me from the contentions of the people. Thou hast placed me as head of the nations. A people whom I have not known serve me. As soon as they hear, they obey me. Foreigners submit to me, foreigners fade away, and come trembling out of their fortresses. The Lord lives, and the Lord blessed be my rock, and exalted by the God of my salvation, the God who executes vengeance for me, and subdues people under me. He delivers me from my enemies. Surely you do lift me up above those who rise up against me. You do rescue me from the violent man. Therefore I will give thanks to thee among the nations, O Lord, and I will sing praises to your name. He gives great deliverance to his king, and shows loving kindness to his anointed, to David and his descendants forever. And so I just think that is such a powerful chapter. And I just would encourage you to read it and to get that picture in your mind of God. Like he's angry at how the enemy tries to attack you. And he's, when you ask him for help, he wants to come and deliver you. And so we need to keep trusting him, and we need to keep asking him for help. And we just need to keep up that communication and belief. We need to keep believing that he's going to answer us. And so as I was just reading this today, I was just so encouraged in the thought of how God is in the details, and he cares about the things that we care about. He cares about the hard things that come against us to try and stop our destiny, our promises, or our assignments. And he wants us to have the fullness of life as much as we want it. And so we can stand on this word, and we can be encouraged that he is fighting for us, and that he's going to win this battle for us. And we just need to stand in authority, and we need to believe, and we need to not give up, because it's his power. It's his power that does the work. You know, we're on his team. We're on his in God's army, right? And so we need to keep on going and not give up. And so I hope that encourages you. And I hope that you have a great night. That's all I have to share. So I hope you have a great night. And I'm going to try and come back on here on Wednesday night. So yeah, go ahead and go read it for yourself. It was a little bit stretching for me to read it because I usually don't read it in this Bible. But yeah, so just the language of it I had to kind of work with. So yeah, I hope that encourages you. And I will let you go. You have a good night.